Is he the Father?
If
Is he the Father?
And if you have seen me, you have seen the Father.
No, is Jesus the Father? No. Wait. He said, if you have seen me, you have seen the Father. Is he the Father?
Yes, because if
Is he the Father who begot himself?
Is the Son.
No.
Is the Son.
He said, if you have seen me, you have seen the Father. So, if that is what it means he's the Father. You are looking for the president. You're looking for the president. I said, look, if you have seen me, you have seen the president. In other words, I'm the president. Am I right? I'm the president of the IPC. If you have seen me, you have seen the Father. So, in other words, now, it has to be explained, that verse. Now, that verse, again in this context, is John 14. Jesus is telling his disciples, I'm going to prepare a place for you. In my Father's house there are many mansions. If it was not so, I would have told you. And whither I go, ye know, and the way ye know. You know where I'm going, and you know how to get there. The disciples misunderstood. They say, Lord, we know not whither thou goest, and how can we know the way? See, Jesus Christ is talking about spiritual matters, and they are understanding it like geographical locations. Going to where? Johannesburg, Bloemfontein, Nelspruit. No. He's not talking about that. Nazareth, Galilee, Jerusalem. No, he's not talking about that. He's talking about the way to God, spiritual matters. But they misunderstood. They said, we do not know where you are going, and how can we know the way? So in answer to that, Jesus says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. This was too heavy for them. This was too heavy for them. See, this was like talking high metaphysics. So they say, so look, just show us the Father and it suffices us. Thomas says, just show us God and it will be sufficient for me. So in answer to that, this is Philip. He says, Philip, you have been with me for so long. In other words, look, you ought to know. You are a born Jew. You know, according to us Jews, no man can see God at any time. God is not seen at any time. No man can see God and live. And you as a Jew, how can you make such a silly request? You want to see God with your physical eyes. Philip, you have been with me for so long. Why askest thou, show us the Father? You should know better than that, you Jew. According to our religion, God is not seen. He's not a physical being that you can see with your naked eyes, with your physical eyes. If you have seen me, you have seen the Father. It means if you understood me, you would have understood what God is. You wouldn't make such a silly request. He is not claiming to be the Father. He is not claiming to be God. He is just telling him that if you have understood me, and this word see in the Bible, the same John says, seeing they see not, hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. Blind leaders of the blind. This is the problem. The problem is that you are misinterpreting the words of Jesus.